Sorry guys, so the problem was that we were doing like here we were having an on change, so we will have to do it with a non click because this is an li element, so it has a non click property. So actually it was silly because I actually named the on option click, so this should be a non click. Okay, and we just set the value here, and we save this, and we can go here and select the, let me just, I remove the console log, so you see here it selects the value that I click on, so you can see here. And then, for doing the animation stuff, we can actually do that also. So just before we create the gradient component, so for that I will need to install a library called this npm install React Spring, and please install the same version that I have because it could give some problems, or like if you install another version. This is 8.0.27, and this is working for me, but maybe the version 9, or I don't know which version is available right now, but maybe you can install this same version to avoid any problems. Okay, so is it, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna fix that later, but let's just, okay, so we installed React Spring, and we can import let's just import, so we have the use Spring hook and from React Spring, and also the animated let's just save. We want the first animation we need is for the arrow, so we need an animation in the toggling div. So this will be like, let me just so we have button input, we have here and here. Let me just put it like so, double cursor, and we want that to be animated, so we do it like that. And actually we have to build the animations. So we want one animation for the arrow first, so we have to go here. We can put it above the toggling stuff. So first comes with the structure the y-axis, and we use the use Spring, and with the use Spring receives an object, and here we can give the coordinates. In this case we want to rotate the arrow 180 degrees when it's toggled. So when it's toggled, we just rotate 180 degrees, or else we just put it 0. So that will be for the arrow. And then let's do another animation for the showing, or we can call it menu show or menu appear or something like that. Const menu, this will be for the drop down menu, and appear, and we can say use spring, and we just pass an object, and this object will have a transform, and again this transform will change depending if the is toggle is true or false. So we want translate we want to translate in the y-axis. If in this case not, because at the beginning we want all the coordinates to be 0, but then we want, let me just copy, translate, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. We are going to change the y direction to minus 40 pixels, and also we need to change the opacity from 0 to 1 depending on the, let's just opacity, so the opacity will be increasing when is toggled. So 1 and 0. So there we have the two animations we need. Let's just save this, and we have to see where we want to use the animations, right? And actually we want to, we already animated the toggling div. Actually we don't need to animate this div, we just remove this and remove this. We want to animate the icon, so it will be, let's put it here, animated icon, and let's put this down like so, and we want to pass a style because this has to rotate, right? So we want we are going to use the transform with the y transform. We do it like this. We say y interpolate, and the interpolate will take a function, so we say y, and we say rotate, actually let's do this so we can have variables here. So a template literal, so here we can have so y degrees, okay, let's check that, save, and we don't have the, I guess I have to run it again, npm start. Okay, so now the animation for the arrow is now working, And now we want the animation for the menu. So that is this div. Let's just see where this closes. So it's this. Okay, so let's put here double cursor. So it will be animated, and then we will just grab and pass a style, and we already created these styles for the menu to appear, and they are called menu appear. We have it like here. So let's grab this, copy, and put it right here. Menu appear. Okay. So save. So we have like this. So you see the menu appears smoothly and from top to bottom. So it's like smooth there. Yeah. Okay. And now the last thing is to actually create these colorful boxes. But for that I'm going to create another component, and that component will be the color item component. So let's just first create the color item.js. So color item.js, and we import React, and we actually can import the same styles we are using for the color picker, because all the styles are there. I didn't separate anything in chunks because this was for a short tutorial. So color picker .css, and we want a function. So sorry, let's just create it manually. Seems like my code snippet is not working. So color item, and we are going to use some props here. So I'm gonna name first the props that we want to use, and the props are we are gonna the structure. We have name, we have label, we have class name, and that will come from props. The class name prop, it will be just the color of the gradient. Like every gradient is loaded in the CSS, so we will load it like so. Return, and then we just have to build the markup. So it will be just a box. So it will be a div with the class name of color container, and this will have a label, and this label will have an HTML4, and we will pass the prop here, label. And then inside this label we will have a div with the class, let's see, class name color item, and then we will have the input and a span and then an h. Okay, we have many stuff yet, a lot of markup. Okay, input. So this time the type of the input will be different, because for each box will be a radio button that is styled as a gradient. So the type will be radio, then the value will be the label, then the name will be name, and also we can pass it an ID that it will be the label. The ID should be just something that is unique. In this case the labels are all different, so that will work. And then we have a span. So span with the class name. We are going to use template literals in this case because we want a compose string. So check mark, and here we pass the variable that we have in props, that is the class name prop, class name. And then we have an h4 with the class name that will simply be color name, and inside that we want to have the label. Okay, so that's it for this. Oh, of course we have to export it. So export default color item. Yeah, I think that's it for this component. Then let's just say it. Let's go back to color picker and try to import the the color item from, let's see, import color item from color item. Let's try to save, and we want to use it inside of the li, right? We want to use it here, but we should provide some props to that. So let's just open this like so, and we want to pass it here. So color item, we need to pass some props. So name will be the same name for the radio button, so it will be color because everyone is a color or gradient or whatever, and then label. And in that case we want to actually pass the option.label because we have there the label names. And then in class name we have something like a template literal again, and we play around with the index there. We do it like this. We have, sorry, it's gradient, and then we pass the index plus 1. Because in the styles, let me show you the styles. In the styles we have like gradient, you see gradient 1, 2, 3, so on. We have loaded like so. So that's why we are playing with this like this. And that class will go here on this is from the props, and it will be put it in the span. So that's how it works. So let's just save, and let's go back here, reload. Let's just, and you see, there we have it. So pretty good. Let's try to decrease. Oh, there we go. We have it. I think that's the final result. So thanks for watching, guys, and again, thanks a lot to the Indian community. Goodbye, guys. Have a good day.